You? Here?
Yes, not by design, I can promise you. Naked Geralt. They left him his medallion and a pair of pants, so that's good.
What are you doing here?
I worked awfully hard to see Philippa Eilhart in chains.
I doubt you'll be so witty once we're standing side by side on the scaffold.
Unlike you, I've done nothing that would get me hanged.
To them, you're a kingslayer. I assure you, Radovid's torturers will make you admit to anything. Even intercourse with trolls.
Curious.
Radovid's no idiot. He knows I'm innocent. Besides, I helped him once.
Radovid is a politician. He'd gladly show the world he's an avenger of fallen kings.
Sure, but before he does that, he'll gladly hear about your exploits in Vergen.
By aiding the rebels, I weakened Henselt's position, and that's of paramount importance. Radovid is king of the hill. He has the deciding vote during the summit, thanks, among others, to me.
Is that why he dumped you in this dungeon?
This, Witcher, is a little misunderstanding.
That's what they all say when they're in prison.
Did you know from the start that Saskia was a dragon?
I had suspected she was not what she seemed to be for some time, though I did not learn the truth until she fell poisoned and I could examine her thoroughly.
I've seen the list of antidote ingredients. Not a word about the Rose of Remembrance.
Well, we all prefer to have loyal allies. The Rose of Remembrance is very powerful. Even as a she-dragon, Saskia could not resist my spell.
Why don't you summon her? You could use some help now.
Dimeritium blocks all magic, telepathy included.
Someone's coming.
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well. You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your Majesty?
Ambassador,
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
the Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake.
Nice.
Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence.
You will confess.
Look me in the eye and repent. Submit.
Don't look at me.
As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
Oh,
You're making a grave error,
okay.
sire.
Not with a spoon. No. Oh, man. That's... I'm not looking. I don't suppose we see those squelch noises. Okay, that explains a lot for Witcher 3 now.
We will talk again, witch.
Oh god,
I
that's
refused
bad.
to believe it when they told me Geralt of Rivia was in my dungeon. The Geralt I know wouldn't let himself be captured.
I was really hankering for a tour of your dungeon, sire.
What's so interesting about it?
The guests.
I apologize for the dismal company you're in, Witcher. Fortunately, Isleheart won't be with us much longer.
I beg your mercy, not for myself, but for Triss Merigold.
Your friend is now in Ambassador Fitz-Esterland's hands.
I know, but surely Shillard won't deny you a small favor, sire.
Forgive me, but I can't be sure that I won't require grander favors from Nilfgaard. The fate of entire nations will be decided in this city. Individuals are irrelevant.
Yeah, you've noticed that, eh? All the men wear full armor all the time, and the women half clothed or no clothes. Yeah, it seems to be a common theme amongst pretty much all role-playing games, actually. And the women's armor in these are like they're not for protection, are they? Let's put it that way. I think things should be a bit different.
The Nilfgaardian ambassador mentioned an organization of sorceresses. Just so happens I'm interested in the plans of this lodge.
Those plans should interest no one, because the lodge will soon cease to exist. I've nothing against you personally, Witcher, but you've gone from being an uninvited guest to being an awkward witness.
I understand I'm in for an extended tour.
You certainly shan't leave here before the summit ends.
I'm flattered, sire, but you overestimate me if you think I could influence it in any way.
Politics is like a complicated puzzle. Every piece may prove useful, or equally useless, even harmful. A breakthrough awaits us here at Loch Muin, by my hand no less. This will be no second Thaned. Soon, everyone will learn what the Redanian king is capable of. You'll excuse me, but it's time for the summit.
Curious. You always...
Radovid is capable, but too young. He has yet to understand that only the dead remain truly silent.
Nice.
Because Redania is doing Nilfgaard a favor, I feel obliged to help the king in return.
Here comes Yorvith. He's gonna save me. Yorvith is gonna save me.
Let Triss go.
That would be foolish. If there truly is a place we go after leaving this Vale of Tears, you'll meet her there soon enough. Allow me to relieve the Redanian executioner.
What favor do you mean? You can tell me. Just like you said, the dead keep their secrets.
That's true, but I prefer to be cautious. I promise to reveal every last detail as soon as your body is cold. Pity you won't live to see it. Loch Muin's in for a huge surprise, both the mages and the kings.
Oh, I said...
Nobody likes others to decide for them. That's especially true of kings.
You're dangerous, Witcher, and too
Hello?
independent. In
Oh.
time, Radovid will thank me, and he won't be alone. Kill him, but beware his sorcery.
Oh, I got rid of the bonds.
Hold him, Hart.
Let's beat the crap out of these guys now. I feel like I'm going to be thrown into a situation that I get killed from. Oh, nice one, Geralt. Was that the ambassador we just took out? Nice move!
Get me out of here!
I need some answers first. Was Shillard telling the truth about the lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia.
Do we trust
Take
her?
these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know
Okay.
what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
Interesting. I have to save Triss. Oh, is this one of these? Surely we have to do both of these things. But I do have to save Triss.
Saskia will remain an enslaved monster through your wickedness. You deserve to die.
Even if you reach Triss, you will not free her.
Sure I will. I'll trade Shillard for her.
And what will Yorvith say when he learns you abandoned Saskia?
You worry about what he'll do to you. I doubt he'll see your blindness as sufficient punishment.
Do you think Marigold's innocent?
You have no right to judge her. Goodbye, Eilhart.
Oh, I got my gear back. Nice. Oh, he's not dead? He should be. He sounds like he might be now.
Move your ass, Excellency.
This is preposterous.
Okay.
What do you aim to achieve?
I want to see Triss. How did you get in here?
Put that sword down.
Kind of want to free her
Only
and
after I
save
cut your
Triss.
throat. The choice is yours.
I know of a tunnel.
Then you can be my guide.
Can we really not let her out as well? Oh, well, maybe I have to come back and rescue her. Maybe Yorvith will come back and rescue. Can I go loot? I don't suppose I can loot anything. Can I? No. Which was worth a try. I wasn't expecting any major 50-50 sort of story choices there. So I hope that wasn't a deciding moment. I mean, Philippa's quite a big part of Witcher 3, so...
It's the tunnel to the left.
You make an exceptional guide.
Do we
Go.
trust him? I don't think I need him from this point. I can't loot that, okay. Be interesting to see where this comes up in. So I'm assuming this would have been the way in.
One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave
Don't
here
like
alive.
the sound of
They
that.
will if you ask them to, Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Ep-Madsen's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Marigold.
Then he'll die.
No, mark my words. You will. Unless
Oh,
you
God.
release me. It's not too late.
I'll go this
You're
way.
boring me. Pick up the
I'll
pace.
go this way, it's
Why
alright.
do you care for that sorceress so much?
Go.
Are you in love with her? A poor choice, even for you.
That cuts no ice with me.
I guess I can't go through this door, right? Okay, I guess we go through the courtyard. Wait, where the hell have I come up? Oh, it was an area that I didn't get to before. Whether I could have done or not, I don't know. Yeah, I wish the facial animations were better in the cutscenes. Cutscenes are good, but they could use a bit better animations on that.
Out of the way, all of you, or the old man dies.
Hold there!
I'm not joking.
I know. And I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him, for we shan't move one bit.
Go on, Geralt, kill him.
Renwald! He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
Try it.
But Ambassador Fitz-Estelen...
Your Excellency.
Shoot the hostage. This is what you do.
Orders from the capital.
Always shoot the hostage. Maybe not dead. Like shooting him in the leg would have done.
to kill you all.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
Not a problem. Hang on, bombs? I don't have a bomb selected.
Long live the Emperor!
Dodgy dodge. Not the guy with the shield. Oh, nice. Oh, did you see his face as I stuck that sword in him? Slice and dice. Okay, you think I'm going to get a different ending to you? I haven't seen any endings to this, but I get the distinct impression that several are possible. And I kind of want to go back into the dungeons now and let Philippa out. Now that we've found our way out here. Do you think that's possible? Oh, I've got the orders. We might have a quick read of those. Oh, better check this big chest first. That is the way out, clearly. And I came... Oh, let's just check this. Yeah, I came out of here, did I? Can we go back down? Locked. Okay, no. No, we can't. So that seems to be set in stone. I've chosen a path. And I hate choosing paths like that because... Well, I've gone with, I think... I don't know if this will line up with what happens in my Witcher 3 playthrough now, but that's what you get for doing it backwards, I suppose. Is there anywhere else I have to check? I don't really want bales of iron ore. Oh, that was a bonus. We'll take that. Stinking big chest. Oh, hang on. Can I... I don't know if I can get up there to get him, can I? I guess I can go up the ladders. No? Okay. We'll ignore those two then.
The gate's closed. There must be another way in.
Didn't expect that. I don't see a way to jump up there. Did we try this one? Key required. Key required. Alright. Find the place where Triss is kept. That's going to be easier said than done, I suspect. We can't blow the tents away. Can I not climb this ladder? Yes, I can. Alright. I guess I was in combat before and it wouldn't let me do it for that. Alright, let's see where we go. Let's see where we go here. You were saying? Now, which one of you nice gentlemen has the key? This doesn't look like the right way at all, does it? I thought this was going to be the way... They're not... No, they're not destructible. Curious, then. Oh, hang on, there's a ramp over here. I didn't see that. Oh, hello. He's just got his thing loaded as well.
Long live the Emperor!
Should we try... We're going to try this. Well, if there's a way in through there... Oh, God. That doesn't look like the way in, does it? It definitely does not. What would happen... I've got to try this. I need to see what's going to happen here. What have I got? Zerrikanian Sun. Let's take a look at Dancing Star. Dancing Star. I can't save at this time. Nothing! Okay. So that's obviously some scripted bit as well. I don't think I can... I don't think I want to be down there. Can I go back up? It doesn't look like I can go back up either. Oh, crap. Is there a... Hang on, there is. There's a pic... No, that's jumped down. Oh, God. It's not letting me back up, folks, so... Down we go.
Did you really think you could just prance in here? Make the Emperor proud! Kill him!
They're coming down, that's fine then. We can deal with that.
Long live the Emperor!
A bit of Hangman's Venom might be nice about now, I think.
The Imperial Army's ranks are endless!
Are they? Well, let's put that to the test.
Stubborn beast, Nobling.
I'm taking some hits there.
Taste our steel!
Dodge. Group finisher? Go on. Don't mind if I do. Did we get him? I think we got him. I might as well take this. You never know. There might be some patterns of stuff left to buy. What's that? Is that another one? Right, put all that away. Let's take this opportunity to have a drink. I'll just take a swallow for now, I think. So I might be running around for a bit and not actually have anything to fight. I wish I didn't have to sit through that animation for quite so long every time. It's alright the first couple of times, but I have to... What? How come I wasn't carrying too much weight before? It's these swords, isn't it? It's these swords, I think. They're actually worth a bit. What about the armor? Not so much. Drop that one. And we'll see if we can find a vendor somewhere nearby.
Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
You should have picked them more carefully, or trained them better.
Or perhaps they were ready for any foe but you.
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
She's hot.
There are things you and your kind will never comprehend.
And what are those?
Friendship.
Tell me, is the friendship of traitors and conspirators worth it?
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
No, we've been through this.
How do you know that?
From the best possible source. She confessed.
And how did you convince her to do that?
By showing her the confessions of other lodge members.
I don't believe you.
That's irrelevant at this point. During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
Maybe now they'll start fighting like men.
Time to show you the Empire's true power.
A Death Star.
Surround him!
Here we go again then. Oi! That's a bit mean. I might require a little bit of assistance with this. Let me get some oil on this. Hangman's venom. On the sword. Steel sword. Yes. Bloody mages!
On Nilfgaard!
Oh, hang on, there's a guy with a... Ouch.
On Nilfgaard!
Guy stood there watching while I do this fancy maneuver.
Shield bearers, forward!
Oh, not shield bearers.
On Nilfgaard!
Don't set myself on fire. Oh, I did a double one? That was a mistake. Did that even hit? Renald Ap Metzen.
For Nilfgaard!
Have a bomb in the face. Oh, I don't want to set myself on fire there. I feel death's coming. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Boom. Oh, that's so annoying.
Emperor, I failed you.
You have indeed. Take the key from Ap Metzen's body and free Triss. Okay, we better had to do that. Should we check out some of these orders as well? Let's chuck some of this crap on the floor first. Yes, Nilfgaardian steel sword. These are just a bit heavy, aren't they? Hang on, those are crap. So let's drop. Also, I don't suppose there's much need for these anymore. There we go. Let's just look at the orders that we picked up. I thought it said newsletter. Renald Ap Metzen's newsletter. Private and confidential. I agree with the conclusions of your report. Fitz-Osterlin has failed and we cannot allow his ineptitude to foil my plans. I hereby authorize you to resolve this problem by any means you deem fit. Should such a need arise. That's from Var Emrys. I've got the camp key. The camp key is useful. What about the other orders? There were some other orders. I must have picked them up a while back. There we go. To His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, Emir Var Emrys, private and confidential. After visiting Foltest, may he rest in peace, as planned, I am now the guest of Henselt, whom I aim to present your Imperial Majesty's offer. Kedwin is a quarrelsome nation with an unreliable king and a wild nobility. Sympathies and allegiances shift time and again. Manipulating them takes no real skill. I note that Renald Ap Metzen has also taken up station in the barbarous north. I would take this occasion to express my doubt that sending him was necessary. Your Imperial Majesty knows that I do not trust the man and suspect he is hiding something from me. Right, okay, so where do we go? There's a chest. I see a dirty, great big chest. What's in it? Orange. I'll not pick any other crap up here, but I will save. Right. Triss? It's not up there. Wait, hang on. Is there anything in these tents? Like an important letter? Another one? There was one, actually. It's well worth coming in here for. Let's just see what that was. No, I've turned my boots off again. How did I do that? Put them back on. Okay. Private and confidential. I agree with the conclusions of your report. Fitz-Osterlin has failed and we cannot... Oh, is that the same one? No, it's not. Here we go. To His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, private and confidential. Your Imperial Majesty, as your Imperial Majesty foresaw, my negotiations with Henselt proved an uphill battle. He rejected your Imperial Majesty's position. proposition. Furthermore, I believe the so-called lodge will soon cease to serve our aims. For now, the headstrong sorceresses are mitigated by the actions of Witcher Geralt, but in my opinion he knows too much already and will need to be eliminated soon. Upon the conclusion of the summit in Loch Muin, I will immediately inform your Imperial Majesty of the summit's results and of the circumstances of the Witcher's death. Wow. It's a setup. It's all a great big setup. That was worth having a sneaky look in there, wasn't it? So, where do we go from here? It is not down there. Let's try this way. Door unlocked. I feel like I need to go back on myself.